Welcome back to Spring to Math 5. This is Mr. Stein here as always, and today we're talking using volume in real-world situations. Okay, so I know at the Common Core everyone loves real-life scenarios, so let's take a look at one. To find volume in real-world problem, you need to remember the formula of how to find volume in the first place. So then you just plug in the numbers in your real-world problem. It's not any more complicated than just simply looking at a figure on a page and finding the volume. Okay, so volume of a rectangular prism. So volume equals length times width times height. So you find the length, width, and height of a rectangular prism. So in this instance, we have length is 9, width is 4, and height is 6. So we're going to use these numbers in a formula. So we're just going to plug them in. 9 times 4 times 6, and if you were to find the product of 9, 4, and 6, you get 216. So that would be how you basically, just as a quick review of how you figure out volume. All right, so let's look at volume of a rectangular prism. So we have volume is length times width times height again. If you have a length which is 10, a width which is 10, and a height which is 4, you'd have 10 times 10 is 100, and 100 times 4 is 400. So you have length times width times height. And so you get 400 as your volume. Okay, so now let's find this real world scenario. So what is the volume of this aquarium? All right, so we're going to do this on your own. So I'm going to take a moment and then we'll cross check our work. Okay, so hopefully you paused me and you wrote them down. If not, we'll work on it together. So let's take a look. So we're finding either length times width times height, or we're finding base. I think I'm going to find base because my numbers are pretty simple. So if I'm filling an aquarium and I need to know how much volume it can hold, I'm going to look at my base, and I have my base is 3 and 2. Well, 3 times 2 is 6. And then I have a height of 2, so 6 times 2, and 6 times 2 is 12. So in this case, it's 12 feet cubed. And remember, you're going to use cubed because you have 3 different values. You have length, width, and height. Even if you use base, base is squared because it's made up of length and width, and then you're just adding height to it. All right, so I know that's real quick, so think about it when you're doing these problems later tonight. Really, take your time. You know the formula for volume. Either use base or length times width times height, or use base times height. See you next time.